Hello and welcome to Vanny's Beauty Vlog. So today we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I know I look like trash, so please excuse me. Be something a little bit different today. We're going to be talking about how the evolution of the filming situation has changed, I guess. And then we're also going to be talking about cheap ways to make a vanity or to get your own vanity. And then you guys are going to kind of be with me while I organize mine because it's still fairly new and there's still a lot of things I got to get together. So with that being said, we're going to start off here in our kitchen at the bar because this is where we started recording all of our vlogs. Right here, we didn't have any space, so our counter literally was just full of makeup all the time. So this is where all that was made, just right here. And you can imagine, you know, I had this little area right here to work with. And when we had to sit down and eat, we would use the couch instead of the counter because this was our little area for the makeup videos. So sorry if it's a disaster back there. We've been renovating, just kind of remodeling, reorganizing, whatever. But yeah, so we're going to switch over to where the new setup is so you guys can see what has changed and how we got there. Alright, so here we are. We are in the little happy corner of our bedroom. And as you can see, it is a disaster right now. We're going to fix that later. But basically, I kind of want to talk about a little bit about the vanity. So I don't know if you can see it really well. I don't know if I need to move. But so I'll attach a picture and you're gonna see the original condition of this vanity. I put up on Facebook, on the marketplace, on all of like the community pages and things like that. Just a request looking for like an old craft table or an old desk that someone was throwing away or giving away. And I got lucky. This girl messaged me and said that she had a vanity that she used to use when she was younger and she no longer wanted it because she didn't have space for it anymore, so she was going to give that to me for free. So I didn't even know what it looked like. I just said, absolutely yes, I want it. So we went and picked it up. I went and picked it up. No offense, baby, you just weren't there. So when I got there, I was handed just the top part, flipped upside down, with all of the legs inside of it. And she had sent me pictures of it like taken apart, but you couldn't really tell too much about what it looked like. Like I could tell like the paint was really scraped. It was almost like a magenta, like hot pink type of color. And then it had green paint and white and it was covered in stickers. This girl, probably my age, maybe a little bit older than me, said that she has had this vanity since she was in the 6th grade. So that's a long time. It's almost like a 10-year vanity, you know, a 10-year-old vanity. And she just loved it so much as a little girl and she didn't have any use for it anymore. So of course I was like, you know what, challenge accepted. I'm gonna renovate this thing and fix it up and do what I do. So I got home that night, took a razor blade and just started chipping away. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen that video. It's a time-lapse video of me like on top of this, like scraping everything. There was parts on here that I actually scraped the wood off on accident. I'm not very good at it. I was just trying my best. But yeah, I mean, the legs were covered. The whole front had like a little goofy sticker up here, Crayola crayon stickers. I mean, anything you could think of, it was just covered in it. And then on the top of it, it had, I guess, like magazine pages of like Selena Gomez and Bella Thorne and stuff like that, pasted on there, like glued on there, y'all. Like it was a, yeah. So then the next day, I think it was, or maybe a couple days later, we live in an apartment and it's not much room in here and we only have a balcony as our outside area. So I really wanted a bigger space where I could spray paint this, sand it down and do all that good stuff. So we called my mother-in-law and I was like, hey, please let me use your garage. I want to work on my little vanity. And of course she's so nice and she said, yes, of course, come over. So we got up at like 8 in the morning and we had gotten like pink spray paint. We got in the little doorknob because it didn't have a doorknob on there, and like a little sander jig and all that. And we went over there, laid down a tarp, sanded the hell out of this thing in the freezing cold in the garage. It was raining. It was ugly outside. It was terrible. was frozen, my fingers were numb, it was terrible. Once we were taking turns and stuff like that, but yeah, we ended up finishing it up. We spray painted it this pretty pink color, got rid of all that green and all that magenta. There's some spots I missed, but we ran out of spray paint, so whatever. And then we went back in with like a glossy coat and finished it up, hit the little doorknob on there, drawer knob, or whatever other, and that was it. So it was not dry by the time we got home, so I stuck it inside of our laundry room right behind me, and I put the dryer on and I just let it like sulk in the heat in there, not inside the dryer but on top of it. And it kind of worked a little bit. I was able to set it up that night. The stool for this was a whole other mission, because we have these like green tealish bar stools that we use at our bar that we bought at Bargain Hunt. We colored it with the spray paint we wanted to use and then sanded it down to make it look distressed, because we're in Nashville, so we gotta be country. So we did that, and I was using that, but the problem with that was I was like sitting above the vanity, and it was really hard to do my makeup looking down like this, and it was just a mess. So I went to Bargain Hunt and I tried to look for like a little ottoman or stool or something. I found one and it was cute, but it just wasn't, you know, it was gonna get me by. It was 10 bucks and I decided, whatever, I'll use this for now. Upon probably like a day later or 2 days later, I found this girl on the Nextdoor app. Download it, it's amazing. You can like find out what's going on in your neighborhood or around. There's always like free stuff on there, it's great. Nextdoor app. So this girl on the Nextdoor app was moving to Florida. Shout out to my house, my home, that's the home. And she was getting rid of like everything in her apartment. And she said she had a vanity stool that I'm sitting on. And it's super cute. It's shaped like a heart, which is super cute and girly, just like me. And it's supposed to be white, but I guess she's been using it for a few years, so it is a little bit worn out, and you can tell there's like nail polish and eyeliner and stuff on there. And then it's got this little gold outline, which is super cute. And for what I wanted it for, it's just perfect for me. And the reason I'm telling you this is not to be like, hey, look at what I did, look what I got. It's more to be like, you can make it happen no matter what your situation is. Like, we're at the moment in a really bad financial situation, so there was no way of me buying a $200 vanity off Amazon and having all the pretty drawers and the mirror and all that. It just wasn't gonna happen. And I've been looking for vanities for years and I just haven't, you know, had it. It doesn't matter what your situation is. I think that there's always a way to make it happen. And the motto lately has been, your dreams don't work unless you do, so I've just had to figure out how to make it work. And again, you can go on Facebook Marketplace and type in free at the top. You can download Let Go, OfferUp, the Nextdoor app. There's so many different resources like Craigslist and all the community pages just at your fingertips on your phone that you can use to find things like this. And you can make it your own just by buying a $3 can of spray paint at Walmart, you know? So there's just a lot of different ways to get to where you need to be. And it's okay if it's not the perfect setup right now. I'm happy with it. And eventually when the money starts rolling in, I'm gonna get me a nice setup, a real nice one with a mirror and the lights and a director's chair, because I'm extra. So, you know, eventually I'll have that. But yeah, just goes to show it doesn't matter. You can definitely make it work. So there's that.